Welcome into Dallas, Texas, where tonight the Dallas Cowboys look to defend their home field in the playoffs against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Stephen Parks, and joining me in the booth tonight, Mike Peters. And Mike, the last time these two teams met, the Cowboys came away with a win, 42-32.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people expect a little bit more of the same. Nobody's been able to knock off the Cowboys. They have kind of steamrolled through the competition. They've had some close games in the first half, but much like we saw in the first game tonight where the Bears pulled away from the Dolphins, I think a lot of people expect the Cowboys to do the same tonight, and then we're going to see the Bears and the Cowboys on Sunday night. I don't know, though. It's the playoffs. Anything can happen, and this man, Will Slay, is going to be a big part of it if the Packers are able to pull the improbable upset.
Yeah, out comes Will Slay to lead this Packer offense, looking to find success early. And playing against this Cowboy team, you need to find success on offense because you don't know when you're getting the ball back. As Slay going to take the first snap, a play action out to Greer, who's going to get the reception for 9 yards.
Well, they've got a few receivers on this team that they can go to and try to get involved. 83, Wayne Carter's the one you really want to look to, but you also got Nick Bagg, Kellogg, Greer out there as well. So a diverse group for Will Slay to throw the ball to.
Slay going to come out in the pistol set. He's got Tripp set to his left. Going to take the snap, hands it off to Carlson, who's going to rush upfield. Can't quite get the first down, though. He gets stopped short.
Now, Frost Carlson, a candidate for the inaugural ballot for the Hall of Fame in the CFSL, has been a productive runner in the Pro League in his first season. One of only 3 backs to go over 1,000 yards in this season. We'll see one of the other two on the other side of the ball, but sets up a third down here.
Will Slay run the read option, will pick up the first down after he picks up 6.
Well, Will Slay definitely has some athleticism, 420 yards rushing on the season, along with 4 touchdowns. Also 9 runs of over 20 yards or more for Will Slay. That was among the league leaders, so definitely a big play threat when he's running the ball. We'll see if the Cowboys can keep him under wraps.
So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Packers looking to play a little bit of a keep-away game with the dangerous Cowboy offense looking to attack their defense right now. Will Slay in the pistol set with Carlson set behind. He's going to run the read option again. He will keep again. Gets upfield. Picks up 5 that time.
And I like this early on, going to Slay and Carlson early on, getting this run game going. I think it's going to be very, very important. You've got one of the league's best running backs. You've got one of the league's best running quarterbacks. I think that is very imperative. But the one thing that they haven't been able to necessarily do all season is get Wayne Carter involved. I think that's something they desperately have to try to do tonight.
2nd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Will Slay going to break the huddle. Comes out in the shotgun set with Carlson set to his right. He will take the snap, runs another read option, keeps it himself, gets upfield, picks up the first down and more as he gets it down to the 43-yard line.
Well, I like what the Packers are doing right now. They're taking a page out of the Cowboys' book and saying, you know what? We can do a lot of this read option that you guys like to do on the other side. We can do it too. Can you stop us from doing it? And right now the answer to that question is no, as the Packers are having a lot of success running this option.
So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Packers finding success early here and finding it on the ground. Will Slay going to break the huddle here. Goes under center with one back. That's Carlson behind him. Gonna do the delayed handoff, the draw play. Carlson picking up 4.
And back to Carlson. You got Slay, Carlson, Slay, Carlson. I like it. Just keep going with it. Make them stop you. And then when they come up to try to do it, hit them over the top. We'll see if they're able to do it.
2nd and 6 from the 39-yard line. In the shotgun set with Tripp set to Slay's left. He is going to take a step back, feels the pressure late, gets the ball off just in time as he takes a shot.
Yeah, he took a shot there. He was looking downfield, couldn't find anybody open. Great defense there by the Cowboys. As Slay winds up taking the hit there. Again, I talk about Wayne Carter, great talent coming out of Auburn. You know, he had a few seasons off. Maybe he's gotten a little bit of lazy, but only 3 catches in the last 5 weeks of the season. It feels like he's a big play receiver out there that just has been untapped.
Slay taking a step back, looking for the screen to be set up, and he's not going to get it because the Cowboys rushing in there get the sack. Rivera getting a big one.
More Rivers was in there as well, and they wind up getting the sack. And so Shoto Pence in there as well. You know, when they ran the ball, they were running it very well. They tried to pass it on 2nd down. They almost got a sack. They tried to pass it on 3rd down. They take a sack. Running the ball is the key to winning, I think, for this Green Bay Packer offense. But they stalled out on this one, and now we'll see what they can do against Vidar Loon and Bailey on Siege.
Packers punting it away. Croft going to get the return, breaks 1 tackle, keeps moving forward, gets out to about the 26-yard line before he's dragged down, and out comes Valiant Siege looking to get this offense rolling, and it all runs through their halfback Loon.
Well, it doesn't all run through their halfback, but Vidar Loon is definitely the talk of the league as he ran for a whopping 1,762 yards and 19 touchdowns in just 8 games.
He's going to send a man in motion on this first play. They're a running team, but they're looking to the air first as Houston Freeman getting out there and making his first reception of the night, 8-yard pickup.
Houston Freeman can be a very big part of this offense. Not only is he a very good blocker, he can also run the ball. We've seen him play fullback in college, and then he can also, as you see there, catch the ball. A lot of diversity on this offense, a lot of playmakers all over this team. That's what makes them so difficult, along with a great scheme that utilizes their talent.
Siege takes a step back, finds Loon down to the backfield, breaks 1 tackle, gets the first down as they'll set up now at the 37-yard line.
Well, and there you see what teams have been facing all season long. Here they throw it, and the poor defensive back comes up and just gets a fist to the face, and Loon doesn't even seem like it bothers him that there's a face mask on there. He's like, I'll just put my Swedish hand through whatever you give me.
So big play there by Loon. Surprised to see the Cowboys come out throwing the ball as much as they are right now with their running back having so many yards on the ground. But Siege going to come out in the shotgun set, trip set to his right. Loon set to his left. It's going to be a straight handoff this time, and he is going to get stopped for a short gain.
Well, I was going to say it's all smoke and mirrors. We all know they're going to go to the run game, especially Vidar Loon. Early on coming out passing, I think they're trying to keep him off balance a little bit, but they're not fooling anybody. We know what their bread and butter is. They're going to go to it, and the Packers do a decent job on the first carry for Loon.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line. Siege keeping them in the shotgun look. He's going to take a step back, looks to the air, finds Freeman over the middle, and it looks like Freeman's going to be a key factor in this offense tonight as they pick up another first down. If
you're the Green Bay Packers, you're okay with them doing this. If I'm the Packers coaching staff, I'm saying you throw it 50 times a game, and if that's how you got to beat us, you go for it. But you're not going to beat us running with Vidar Loon and Bailey on Siege. Now, keep in mind that last week, Vidar Loon had one of his worst games of the season, a season and career low, 169 yards. Now, he did get 3 touchdowns, so it was still a very good game. 169 yards, when that's your season low, you had a pretty good season, but the Eagles were able to slow him down. We'll see if maybe the Packers learned something from that.
Last time these two teams faced off, Loon had 28 carries for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. But here he's going to get a big one as he's going to pick up 9 there on first down.
Well, that 179 yards was his 3rd lowest total, one of only 3 games in which he was held, no, 4 games in which he was held under 200 yards. But he had some huge games, 271 against Baltimore, 238 against the Jets, 283 against Chicago, which they might face in the championship game if they're able to get there.
This big West Division battle going on as Loon's going to pick up the first down on 2nd and inches.
The Packers had an opportunity to avoid the Cowboys in the first round if they only could have beat the Bears last week, but no, the Bears said we want to play Miami, and they went ahead and got the win in that one. They went in to play Miami, they beat Miami in the first game tonight. They will go in the championship game and face the winner of this game.
Siege breaking the huddle here at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Setting up in the shotgun look with Loon set to his right. It's going to be another handoff to Loon, who goes up the middle, breaks one tackle. He's got a big run here, and he's going to pick up 9.
Well, he's averaging 6 yards per carry, which is well below his average of 7.8 on the season. So Packers doing a decent job early on, but not a good enough job. 6 yards a carry, you're going to get a first down every 2 plays. You got to slow him down a little bit more than that.
Definitely need to find a way to slow down the rushing attack tonight. This Cowboy offense really loves going to the ground. It's Siege now in the huddle. He's going to break the huddle. 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line. 4:50 remaining in the first quarter. Siege in the shotgun look. He's going to run the read option, and the whole defense went towards Loon, and it gives Siege a big lane to run. He's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, and you saw him little shake and bake out there. He's got excellent athleticism too. He's 2nd in the league at 13 rushing touchdowns. Loon and Siege combined for 32 rushing touchdowns in an 8-game season. And oh, by the way, Bailey and Siege also led the league with a whopping 10.9 yards per carry. You got to keep an eye on these guys. You got to sell out to beat them. Like I said, if you want to throw it 50 times against us, go for it. Don't let them beat you running the ball. Right now, Green Bay having a tough time stopping it.
Having a tough time with that read option. The Cowboys coming out in the shotgun look once again with trips set to the right. Siege going to take a step back. Looks out to his right. It's a fumble. Fields had the catch. Loses the ball as he goes to the ground.
Well, you can't predict it any better than that as Kai Brummer comes up and forces the fumble. What a hit as Ronald Fields makes the catch, and Kai Brummer doesn't. He was like, hey, you guys want to pass? Go for it. I'm going to let you guys out. He does. Fields loses the ball, and what a big turn of events that could be for this Packer defense.
And there was no question about it. That ball was out well before he was down. The Packers now setting up at the 3-yard line. Slay going to come out, goes under center with Carlson set behind him. He is going to hand it off to Carlson, who's going to get 2 on the carry.
Yeah, that's what the Cowboys defense needs to do when, or what the Packers defense needs to do when the Cowboys are trying to run it. But the Cowboys do it to him there. Carlson, you got to give it to him down here. You don't want to take a safety. You don't really want to throw out of your own end zone. But the Cowboys know that too and didn't let him get very far.
Throw out of your end zone could end up in an interception that could go for 6, could end up in a sack that goes for a safety. Don't want to let your quarterback sit in the end zone too long. He's going to come out in the I form this time. Takes a snap. Delayed handoff to Carlson, who's going to get a decent gain here, as it's going to set him up with 3rd and 3.
Well, I like that there. They gave it to him. They created some room there. They got a short 3rd down. If they want to pass, they got plenty of room. They don't have to worry about the safety. But it's also a 3rd and 3. They can also hand it off yet again if they want to. But also, don't forget about that read option.
Slay comes out 3rd and 3. Goes under center with Carlson set behind him. He's going to take the snap. Drops back to the pass. Under tons of pressure. Gets the ball off to Carter. And it will be a first down after a 13-yard gain.
Well, I mentioned it before. Only 3 catches in the last 5 games of the season. Wayne Carter, great talent when he was at Auburn. You got to think that he could produce the same way if they give him the opportunity. They go to him there and he converts the first down.
So the Packers getting out of the shadow of their goal or their end zone, trying now to move down the field. And what a drive it would be if they could capitalize, making it a 97-yard drive after a turnover. Will Slay going to come out in the pistol set, trips, 2 tight ends set to his right. It's going to be the read option. The whole defensive line went towards Carlson, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get stopped before he picks up any yards.
Well, Green Bay needs to learn from this Dallas defense. They have adapted to the early running success of the Packers on their first drive, and they are starting to shut it down a little bit. Packers need to learn from that a little bit and use that to shut down the Dallas run game.
Last time these two teams met, Slay, 302 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, 6 carries for 66 yards, but a handoff here to Carlson. Gets them a couple, makes it 3rd and 7.
Well, difficult spot to be in, these medium long third downs. You remember in the first game, the first 2 drives ended in 3rd and 7s. Both teams took sacks on those 3rd and 7s. Not a spot you want to be in. Slay maybe a little bit more athletic than the first 2 quarterbacks that we saw, but still, you got to worry about it, especially a defense as talented as the Cowboys. You don't want to sit in these kind of situations too often.
Just under a minute now in the first quarter. Slay gonna break the huddle. It comes out in the shotgun look with 2 running backs set behind him. Gonna take the step back. Looks to Norman over the middle, and it's not gonna get enough. 1 yard short.
Well, Farrell Norman, the backup running back to Frost Carlson, and they try to go to him on an angle route underneath, but a little bit short of the marker. Good job by the Dallas defense rallying there to make the stop. And so the Packers are going to come up just short. Justin Boutreau and company in their Champ Taylor as well. And they are going to force the Packers to punt. So they don't get any points out of the turnover, but they did keep points off the board. So you can't feel like that turnover was for naught.
Well, the Packers were getting ready to punt, but we're going to head to the second quarter. 0-0, all tied up. Both offenses looking to get going here as we begin the second quarter with the Packers punt now, as the Cowboys looking to get some points on the board here. Punt is away. Croft out to about the 40, 45 before he is dropped down. And a nice little return there by Croft, and out comes Siege and Loon trying to get this offense rolling.
Well, and Siege and Loon had a lot of success on the first drive running the ball after starting out throwing it, but then they tried to throw it near the goal line, cause them a turnover. Will they go back to the run game predominantly after that turnover?
Read option to start this one, and Siege has got a lane, picks up the first down, and more, gets about 15 as he gets down to the 38-yard line.
Well, and you see what makes this offense so hard is you saw the defender coming off the left side, taking off. That was Marlon Davis. He went after Loon. You have to focus so much on him because he's such a powerful runner, but then you leave the quarterback open, and Siege is able to get another big gain. They got to change up their scheme. They got to leave more defenders up front. Again, if they beat you deep with the passing, oh well, you got to keep them from cranking off 20-yard runs with their quarterback.
So the big run now sets them up at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Siege coming out in the shotgun look with Loon set to his left. Gonna run the read option again. Siege keeping the ball once again as the Packers let him be. He is going to be stopped after a 3-yard gain. Well,
good job there by Jimbo Smithers to come up and make the tackle. Rallies when he sees Siege taking off. Smithers wouldn't be a bad guy to play a spy on Siege, so to speak. He's got good athleticism. He's the single season tackle record holder in the CFSL. He can definitely play down in the box, and as you see there, his reaction is very good.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line. Hand off to Loon. This time the Packers get the stop they need. Bryant in there with the big tackle.
Tony Bryant, former All-American running back, or former All-American linebacker, is able to come up there. Another guy, if they can get him and Jesse Horgan, their 2 linebackers, in there making stops like that, force them into these third downs, you got an opportunity. If they pass here, that's a win for you.
Siege in the shotgun, trying to set up the screenplay. Loon out to the 30, breaks a tackle, gets the first down as he gets them to the 25-yard line.
Great job there by the Packers defense rallying after the completion, but not a good job tackling as they let Loon break a tackle and pick up that first down. You got to rally like that, but you need your guys like Tony Bryant to get up there and make the tackle when they get a hand on him.
So 1st and 10 now for the Cowboys, sitting at the 25-yard line, as really great defensive battle so far in this game. Loon in the huddle right now, trying to get the play call into this offense, looking for the big play. He is going to break the huddle, comes out in the pistol or a shotgun look, sends Freeman in motion, runs another read option. This time it's going to Loon, and he is going to be swallowed pretty quickly after a 5-yard gain.
Well, they're holding the 5 yards of carry, so again, they're doing an okay job. They're still giving up a lot of yards, though. When Siege keeps the ball, that's what they really got to focus on, along with keeping Loon around 5 yards carry. I think that's a huge win if you can do that. But the one thing you got to worry about is as this game goes along, your defense starts to wear out, because having to cover both of these guys all night, that's going to take its toll.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line. Like you said, the defense seems to be focused on Lund here tonight, giving Siege the ability to run free. Comes out in the shotgun look, balanced look from the receivers. Takes a snap, takes a delayed handoff to Lund. He's going to get up the middle and gets the first down to set him up at the 14-yard line.
And that's what makes him so difficult. Not only does he have speed and athleticism, he's got power. He's such a big running back at 6'3", 245 that he is so tough to bring down in all facets, and he's able to move the chains there for the Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line, hitting the 11-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. Cowboys really on a great drive right now, mixing it up through the air and on the ground. Primarily, though, most of this drive on the ground. Siege going to come out in the one-back set with Lund set behind him. Takes a snap, delayed handoff. This time it is to Croft, who busts a big one, gets 10 yards, and gets him down to the 3-yard line.
Adam Croft trying to make his name as a feature running back in the CFSL, but he has found what he is great at here in the Pro League, and that is spot running, catching the ball out of the backfield on 3rd down, and returning kicks. He is an excellent complement to Vidar Lund. He's got him at a 1st and goal now.
1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Cowboys threatening a score here, but remember, last time they were in the red zone, a fumble on a reception turned the ball over and gave the ball back to the Packers. Here, though, 1st and 10, 3-yard line. Siege running the speed option, and Croft gets shut down immediately, a loss of 3.
Great job there. They had one guy on Siege. They had 2 guys on Croft. Even if it was Vidar Lund back there, I think it would have been the same result. That's what the Packers got to do to shut down this offense.
2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line. Cowboys still looking to put points on the board. Taking their time in the huddle, though. Making sure everybody's got the correct play call. They break the huddle now. Coming to the line. Siege going to go to the shotgun look. Tripp set to his right. Lund also set to his right. Going to be a read option, and he is not going to find the space this time. Gets shut down after a 2-yard gain.
Packers doing a really good job there, staying with their assignment. They didn't over-pursue when they looked to the fake. The Cowboys thought they were going to. Siege holds the ball, but there's a couple Packers there waiting for him, and they're not giving him an opportunity. Now at 3rd and 4, you still got to be careful that they don't hand it off to Lund, but you got an opportunity that they might pass the ball.
3rd and goal. Siege taking a step back. Looks to the end zone. This one caught Scooby Lewis for the touchdown.
I thought that was decent zone coverage there by the Packers. They didn't have a lot of windows, but Siege does an excellent job finding Lewis at the back of the end zone, puts a perfect ball back there, and the Cowboys, the first team to get on the ball.
A great pass there by Siege to get him on the board. You know, we talked about this rushing game so much, but the passing game gets them into the end zone for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Scooby Lewis coming in this game, only 24 catches for 365 yards. Shows you that they don't throw the ball a lot, only 1 touchdown. But in his first playoff game, he's got a touchdown as well.
And the Cowboys taking a 7-0 lead, and you see there Scooby Lewis, his first reception of the night, goes for 4 yards and a touchdown. Perfect time to get involved in the passing game. Now for the Packers and Will Slay. They have to find a way to respond. You've got 8 minutes before halftime. You need to find a way to get in the end zone and at least tie this thing up.
Well, I think they got to go to the running game if they're going to do it. Go to the read option. It's been working. Force the Cowboys to shut it down. Do what you do best. I think that's run the option. We'll see if they stick to it.
Smithers on the return, out to the 25, gets out to the 27 before his return is shut down. And now out come Will Slay and the Packers offense. Slay going to the shotgun. Look, he's got Carlson set to his right. He's got to take the snap, hands it off to Carlson up the middle. He is bottled up quick, gets 1 yard on the carry before King knocks him down.
Great job by the Cowboys defense, having everybody rally. They don't want to let Ross Carlson beat him, just like the Cowboys don't want to let Vidar Lund beat him. But they got Will Slay back there, who's a dangerous runner. They got to use the read option a little bit more and create some room for Carlson when he gets it.
2nd and 9. Will Slay coming out alone in the backfield. Tripp set to his left. takes a step back, takes a shot to the outside. Greer makes the reception, and I believe he did get the completion. He got the feet in bounds. So 3rd and 6.
Well, it picks up a few yards, but it's still not great. 3rd and 6. A little bit better than 3rd and 7, but not much. This Cowboys defense can pin their ears back, especially along that defensive line, and try to get after it. The good news for the Packers, they don't have a lot of depth on the front set or on the front three. They got more Rivers and Clyde Pupino, decent players, but they're not the star level players that you see on some of these other teams. They're not our Anthony Richardson who we saw in the first game. So they got some opportunities to try to make some plays when they need to on 3rd downs.
3rd and 6, out of the shotgun look with Tripp set to Slay's right. He's going to take off on the scramble, has the lane. He's going to pick up a good first down here as he gets a big pickup and sets him up at the 46-yard line.
I think that's what they need to do. That's their key to winning. And there you see there, Jack Frost is on the sideline. You got to be a little bit concerned about that if you're a Cowboy fan. Your big-time safety is over there. But you got to run the ball. And you run the ball with Will Slay. I think you're going to have success. He is such a dynamic runner. And he's going to be faster than a lot of these guys out there on defense. We'll see if they continue to go to it. They look like they're a little bit more focused on Frost Carlson and wanting to throw the ball. But if they adapt as they go along, I think they're going to find out that Will Slay is their key to winning this game on the ground.
1st and 10, Slay under center. Going to be a handoff to Carlson. It goes off to the left side. Not going to find any success, only picking up 2 before Markston pulls him down.
Well, the Cowboys are doing what the Packers need to do. They are selling out and saying, we don't care if you beat us through the air, you're not going to beat us with Frost Carlson. And right now it's working. The Packers need to use a little bit of that against Vidar Lund.
2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line. The Packers setting up in the one-back set. 2 tight ends set to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Carlson. He's going to almost pick up the first down. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So 1st down is almost always shut down by the Cowboys. 2nd down, Carlson can find some space. I think the Packers need to learn from that. Start running some read options on 1st down and then going to Carlson on 2nd down. I think they're going to find a little bit more success that way. 3rd and 1, though, a lot of options for him here.
3rd and 1 at the 45-yard line. Setting up in the pistol set with Tripp set to Slay's right. Gonna run the handoff to Carlson up the middle. He is gonna pick up the first down. And now a 2-yard pickup.
Tyler Jones-Drew getting in there on the tackle, but a little bit too late as Carlson's able to pick up the first down. Again, Carlson, one of the 3 best running backs in this league. If you just look at it statistically, the 3rd leading rusher with 1,018 yards, 5.7 yards per carry, just slightly behind the Saints' Joe Pantoja. Obviously, everybody way behind Vidar Lund, but Carlson, a great running back here, and he could pick up those short yardage situations. Cowboys got to be very cognizant of that, as that's what the Packers are going to look to do, set up the short 3rd downs.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Slay, straight handoff to Norman, who's going to move upfield, gets a great run there, pick up with 7.
And Farrell Norman's a good running back. Saw him for a couple of seasons at Alabama, one at Oklahoma State. Good running back, much like Adam Croft on the other side, a guy who started in college, didn't find a lot of success, but has found a home as a backup here and been very effective in that role.
Setting up in the shotgun here on 2nd and 3. It's going to be a read option. Slay keeping this time. He is going to pick up the first down before he takes a shot.
And that's the one thing they got to watch out for is Will Slay. If he's running too much, he doesn't want to take a lot of hits. He doesn't want to get worn down, doesn't want to fumble the ball. We saw that take an impact on Matthias St. John in the first game. That's something that the Packers are going to want to avoid with Will Slay.
That was Ollie P. Peters in there with the big hit to stop that run, as the Packers now setting up at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Slay looking to get a scoring drive of his own going here. 3 minutes to go till halftime. Setting up in the shotgun, Tripp set to his right. Going to take the snap, hands on. It was a play action to Carlson. That's going to be Carter with the reception. And Mike, that had me fooled on that one.
Well, yeah, very good play action. You know, that's something that Will Slay has been working on, wants to set up that play action, especially with such a good run game that he's got here. And he finds Wayne Carter on the crossing route. That's a dangerous guy. He's and so fast he can come across on those crossing routes. He's going to be really tough to cover.
1st and goal for the Packers, sitting at the 9-yard line. Slay looking to command a scoring drive here. Comes out in the shotgun look. He's going to be alone in the backfield. Tight end set to the left. He's going to send him in motion to the right. Tripp set now to the right. but there's a flag on the play. They ran out of time on the play clock, and that is a horrible mistake by this Packer offense.
Yeah, that's a big brain fart, I guess you will say. It's not something you want to see. It's not something you can really accept as a team. You can't take penalties when you're moving the ball like you are. Any penalty is going to shoot you in the foot a little bit. They still got an opportunity to score on this drive, but a penalty like that not going to help you out.
First and goal now from the 14-yard line. Will Slay looking to make up for that penalty. Comes out of the huddle goes under center with Carlson set behind. He's going to take a step back, looks across the field, finds James, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Packers.
The undrafted free agent comes up with the catch and the touchdown. Great job by Will Slay to find him there. And there you see the Cowboys coaches not really happy. Excellent drive there by Green Bay. They weren't able to get a lot going on the first two drives. They had the interception. They weren't able to capitalize on it, although they did shift field position. Here, put together a great drive. They answer back to the Cowboys, and they got to show them, like, hey, we can take your best punch and we can keep coming. I think they did that there. Now we'll see if they can shut down this Cowboys offense.
Well, the kick is up, and it is good. And with that 6-minute drive that the Packers just put together, we're all tied up once again here with just over 2 minutes before we head into the locker room for halftime.
Willie James, they have two tight ends named James. They have number 81, Willie James, and then they have Jackson James, one of the most prolific tight ends that we saw in the CFSL, as their starting tight end. So that can get a little confusing on the broadcast crew.
Packers now kicking this one away. Croft takes this one in the end zone and takes it down for a knee.
I think the Packers need to do here exactly what the Cowboys were doing to them early on, and just say, we're not going to let you beat us with Ross Carlson. We're going to make you go to Will Slay. We're going to make you pass it. And a little bit different here. You don't want a Bailey on Siege to run crazy. I think you just got to say, we're not going to let you run, period.
Siege running the read option again here. The Packers, though, this time, great job shutting it down as Bryant records his 5th tackle of the game.
Well, Tony Bryant almost got lost in the wash there. It looked like he wanted to go after Lund, even though he was set to take on Siege, but he recovers, finds a hole, able to get back there and bring down Siege before he's able to get much on the gain.
2-minute warning stops the clock here. 2nd and 9 for Siege. He's going to come out in a 5-wide look, all alone in the backfield. Going to take the snap, looking downfield for the big play. This time he's going to get stopped for the sack as
Marlon Davis getting in there. The pressure off the edge, and this is a great job for the Packers early on as they force a 3rd and 16. Now the Cowboys have to throw the ball, and you can pin your ears back. You've got a better defensive line than the Cowboys do. You got Muhammad Demore, one of the all-time leading sackers at Florida. You got Marlon Davis, who we just saw there. You got Scotty Morgan and Zach Angle. I think you can pin your ears back here, play zone coverage on the back end, maybe get another sack, get the ball back with a little bit of time to work before the half.
3rd and 16, Siege looking to get a play that could find him a first down. The Packers talking it over, looking to find a way to stop this Cowboy offense and potentially get a shot at taking the lead going into half. Siege going to come out under center in the I-form look. It's going to be a handoff to Loon, who's going to get stopped in the backfield. Tries to fight his way forward, but ends up losing even more.
Well, and the positive thing for the Packers, not only did they make him lose yards, but they also pushed him out of bounds, which stops the clock, which means they're going to have even more time as they're going to get great field position after punt. They're going to have even more time to try to take the lead here before the half.
So now the Packers getting a chance to get the ball back. 1:51 on the clock right now. 4th and 19 for the Cowboys.
Well, they're going to get the ball back around midfield, so it's going to be a short field, 2 timeouts, and plenty of time left.
As they get the ball before the 50-yard line, Norman gets to the 40. Actually, they're going to mark it down at the 39. So Will Slay now got to go 39 yards in 1 minute, 43 seconds, something that this Packer offense could do pretty easily.
Well, I think they could still run, but I think the one thing I want to see is I want to see them run deep routes, get the Cowboys work their backs to him, and let Will Slay run around if he finds an opening.
Will Slay coming out in the 5-wide look. He's got some pressure late, throws this one out of bounds. And that was a good call by Slay.
Well, a benefit of being a left-hander and blitzing to his face side as he saw that coming, and very heads up was able just to throw that away and avoid taking the sack.
So 2nd and 10, 1:39 on the clock. Will Slay looking for something to work here just before they go into the locker room. Comes out in the shotgun look. He's got Carlson set to his left. Takes the snap, looking downfield, under pressure late, gets the ball off as he's hit.
Well, Clive Pepino, one of the guys that I said, well, they're not as good as the defensive line on the other side. It seems like he took a little exception to that. He was able to power through the line, get pressure, didn't get the sack, but he was able to force the incompletion. Now it's 3rd and 10, so a long 3rd down here, and if the Packers don't get any yards, they're going to come away with that big stand defensively with no points out of it.
Trying to get the Cowboys to jump off side. Slay takes a shotgun snap after the hard count. Takes a shot over the middle. He finds Bag, who breaks a couple tackles, gets it down to the 16-yard line.
And I think Bag and Carter can be difference makers in this game. They're both very similarly sized, big, physical receivers. They got good athleticism. I don't know if this Dallas Cowboy defense can play coverage with them all night long. They do have Thor Odinson out there, but he's only one part of that. Kai Markston's not as big as these guys. I think you got an opportunity there to go to it there and to convert the big 3rd down.
Plenty of time now as they set up at the 16-yard line, letting the clock roll here. 1st and 10 for Will Slay. Comes out in the shotgun look. He'll take the snap, looks downfield, has plenty of time, fields the pressure late, takes off downfield, picks up the 1st down, and Mo breaks the tackle, nearly gets into the end zone.
Oh, I thought he had it, Steven, but he came down just short. That's exactly what I want to see from Will Slay. I want to see the Cowboys defense with their backs to him taking off, trying to carve his way through the defense. They did it there. Now they got 4 shots at a touch. Field goal isn't even in my vocabulary if I'm the Packers. You got 4 shots, you got to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, 1-yard line. You have a pretty great running back in the backfield. 57 seconds left. You only have 1 timeout left. You don't even have to worry about the timeout sitting right here. You could potentially, not get the touchdown here. Let the clock roll a little bit and then take another shot. But Will Slay taking his time, getting to the line, trying to get the right play call in. They're going to come out in the shotgun look, balanced look from the receivers. Tries to draw the defense off sides, runs the read option. It's going to be blown up his back. As Will Slay, no time to get up the field.
Thor Odinson's the one that blows through there, the cornerback. Now, he played a lot in the slot. Oh, it wasn't Thor. It was 52, not 25. That was Tyler Jones-Drew getting in there. I don't know how I saw that backwards. I'm getting dyslexic in my old age. But Tyler Jones-Drew, 2-time All-American at Boise, comes up with the big stop. Him and Shoto Pence are going to be really big if they want to keep the Packers out of the end zone here.
Packers hurrying out of the huddle to the line. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Slay taking a drop back. Feels the pressure from his blind side, but it doesn't matter. Bag in with the touchdown.
Perfect play call. I don't quite know what the Cowboys were doing with that defense. They gave entirely way too much cushion to Bag underneath, and Slay did an excellent job of finding them. You got to be really happy if you're the Packers right now. The big thing is now you got to keep the Cowboys off the board, but right now you're looking good. You're up 14-7. If you get a stop here and you can go in the half up 7, I think you got to feel really, really good about that.
Well, it took them most of the first half to get on the board, but now they're looking at a 7-point lead going into halftime as the kick is up and it is good. So the Packers now lead this 14-7 over the undefeated Cowboys, trying to get some revenge on a loss the Packers had earlier this season, but still a lot of game in front of them.
Well, there is a lot of game, and there's been a few times this season where teams were beating the Cowboys into the 3rd quarter even, and the Cowboys were able to pull away. We'll see what happens here. I don't know if I like that, honestly. You're giving them way too much space here. They're going to start with the ball at the midfield, and they still got 3 timeouts. I don't know if I like that call.
Yeah, questionable squib kick there. Sets up the Cowboys at the 49-yard line. 23 seconds for Siege to go to work here. He's going to come out in the shotgun look. Takes the snap, looking downfield, looking for the big play. takes a shot over the middle. It's Scooby Lewis who gets the reception as the Cowboys elect to burn their first timeout.
Well, a great trifecta of receivers. Ronald Fields, who we saw fumble on the first drive. Scooby Lewis, who got the first touchdown. And Ray Conley tied for the all-time touchdown lead in CFSL history, all capable of making big plays. So the Packers got to be careful here. Now I don't think you have to worry about the run as much. You focus on those guys. Don't let them get any points here. Got to go into the half with the lead.
Well, Clutch reminding us that at half, the Cowboys get the ball. So a score here of any kind would be big for the Cowboys. They have 17 seconds to either get in field goal range or find their way into the end zone. Siege coming out 2nd and 1 with Loon set to his right. He's going to have 2 receivers set to his left. Takes a step back, another slant treat from the receivers, but this one drops incomplete as Fields just couldn't haul that one in.
Well, Fields having a rough game in his first playoff experience here in the Pro League, and that might affect his employment status down the road. Definitely going to hurt the Cowboys here. They could have got the first down, would have been close to a field goal attempt. Now they're looking for a first down, maybe a Hail Mary attempt.
3rd and 1. Siege going to come out with Loon set to his left, Tripp set to his right. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Loon, who's going to pick up the first down. A big run for Loon here as he gets down to about the 28 before he's dragged down.
Well, he's trying to jump out of bounds too, wasn't able to get there, but that big run there, the Packers forgot about him on a 1 yard to go. I think you got to pay attention. Granted, you don't want to get beat deep, but gutsy call there by the Cowboys to go with the draw play. Loon's able to get him in field goal range, and now the big thing is if you're the Packers, you just don't want to give up the touchdown. You'll settle for the field goal.
In field goal range, 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line, 7 seconds remaining. The Cowboys could not take a shot towards the end zone if they wanted to settle for a field goal and set up a easier field goal attempt for their kicker.
I don't think that's in the Cowboys' thought process. They're going to take a shot here, I think.
They're going to come out with Tripp set to the right, but Siege going to send the tight end in motion to the left. Takes a step back. Got plenty of time. No pressure back there as the Packers letting him take the time down. As they run out of time, they're not going to get any points on this drive.
I don't know if that was by design, but the Packers did exactly what they needed to. They gave him plenty of time. Siege lost an idea of how much the clock was because of how much time he had in the pocket. Time lines up expiring on that play. Excellent job there by the Packers, and they hold the 7-point lead going into the half.
And the GM of the Cowboys not happy in chat right now seeing that. But the Packers played that perfectly going into half as Green Bay now leads 14-7 going into the locker room. And it goes back to, I mean, really, is that play going to be the deciding factor of this game? The Cowboys do get the ball at half, but they won't have a shot to take a lead.
Well, you never know. It's the playoffs, so anything can happen. We may look back at that and say that was one of the smarter decisions. And again, I don't know if I can give the Packers credit for actually thinking that far ahead, but you could tell Siege got so comfortable that he almost forgot how much time was on the clock. They wind up not getting any points out of that. If the Cowboys wind up losing by 3 points or 7, you got to look back and say that might have been the turning point of the game.
And what a big difference from earlier in the season to now. As the first time these two teams met, it was 28-14 at half. The defense is showing up tonight, putting on a show in the playoffs. The Packers kicking off this second half. Freeman on the kick return. He's going to get it out to the 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's got a big one here out to the 50, 40, 30, 20. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston Freeman on the opening kickoff of the second half.
Wow, they put Houston Freeman on kick returns mostly to be a blocker because of his blocking prowess, and the tight end takes it all the way back for a kick return touchdown. The Packers are beside themselves. They have a 7-point lead going into the half, and then they give up a kick return touchdown to the tight end to start the second half. That's how you break as a team. You got to wonder how that's going to affect this Packers team going forward.
All the momentum felt like it was going the Packers' way, but it doesn't matter now. Houston Freeman with the big turnaround for the Cowboys to bring this one back to 14-14 all. With the extra point here as it is down and up The kick is good. So 14 all, just seconds after we started the second half.
Well, somebody's got to clip that, because I'm pretty sure Houston, if you told him as a tight end and a fullback in his career that he was going to break a kick return for a touchdown in his first ever playoff game, I think he would tell you you were lying. But somebody get the video proof and show it to him, because that's got to go in his highlight vault.
Boys, kick up to the Packers. The ball is away. Norman with the return out to the 10, 20. He is going to get dragged down at the 25, so we don't see back-to-back kick returns. But now, Will Slay, he comes onto the field, led a great last couple drives for the Packers to put them up going into halftime. Needs to find some of that magic now.
Well, he's got to show good leadership here. Brush that kick return touchdown off. Move your guys down the field to get some points.
He will find James on the passing route there for 6 yards.
Well, Jackson James, it's only his first catch. Again, very good receiver in his time at Texas, and he's got a lot of ability back there, as well as his two big receivers that are out there, and Bagg and Carter. So a very good combo of receivers to throw to. I don't want to see him do it a lot, but when you get an opportunity, you find those guys, you do okay, and that's worked out for the Packers so far in this game.
2nd and 4 now for Slay as he comes out on the at the 31-yard line. He's going to be in the pistol set, trip set to his right. He's got Carlson set behind him. Going to take a step back, looking to set up the screen. The offensive line couldn't get out there. Carlson somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I don't mind it there. You're trying to keep him off guard. You don't want to run it every time with Carlson. So, okay, they do it, but great job by the Dallas defense. Jack Frost coming up to make the stop there. You still got a manageable 3rd down here. I think it's important, though, if you're Green Bay, you don't get off the field here. You got to get the first down and move the ball down the field. You really want to get some points back after giving up that big kick return.
Will Slay, 3rd and 4 at the 31-yard line. Needs to find a way to pick up the first down here as we inch closer to 13 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Slay takes the snap, looking downfield, has plenty of time. He finds Bagg over the middle of the field for the first down.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to do. Throw it to your big receivers every now and again. Keep them off balance. Go back to the run game. Now, again, first down, they've been shutting down Frost Carlson. So I want to see him go with a read option here, get Slay into some open room, then go to Carlson on 2nd down, which he's been successful on. I think if you do that, you got a recipe for success. We'll see if they're listening down on the sideline.
So 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Slay getting the play call into the Packers, the Cowboys, looking for a way to stop the Packer offense from moving downfield. Slay going to come out in the shotgun look. He's got Carlson set to his left. Going to run the read option. Going to hand off Carlson. He's going to run off his right side. He's only going to get a yard before Taylor gets in there for the tackle.
Well, the Cowboys were listening to me because they had it set up. They had a defender waiting if Slay would have kept it, so they played that perfectly. They were ready for the read option. Weren't able to get much going there. Now, a lot of times they've been going to Frost Carlson here, handing it off, and he's been picking up 5 or 6. Will they do that again here?
2nd and 9. 12 minutes now in the 3rd quarter, sitting at the 44-yard line. Slay going to come out in the I-form look. He's got Carlson set at the back of the I-form. It's going to be a delayed handoff. He gets upfield, picks up a couple to make this 3rd and 5.
Well, they do go to him exactly like we thought, and he's able to get it to a 3rd and 5. It's a manageable 3rd down. Still getting a little bit longer than you want. You usually like 3rd and 3 or less. 3rd and 4, you'll hand it. 5's a little bit questionable. We'll see. Again, you got Bagg and Carter and Jackson James out there. Will they go to one of them and pick up the first?
3rd and 5 here at the 47-yard line. Slay leading a slow, methodical drive down the field for the Packers. In the shotgun look, though. He's going to take a look downfield. Tries to set up the screen again. This time, the offensive linemen are out there for the block. Foreman picks up the first down.
Well, I think he caught us all by surprise. I didn't think they were going to go to halfback screen to Farrell Norman there. Neither did the Cowboys. And that's why it worked so successfully. They get the first down, and Green Bay's been really successful on 3rd downs tonight. And, not only that drive at the end of the first half, but also 3rd down situations you might want to look at. if the Packers were able to win this game, those are the things that the Cowboys could point to and say, this is why we didn't have the success we wanted to.
A week ago, the Packers struggled to find first downs on third in that loss against the Bears. They're doing a great job here. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Will Slay going to do another handoff to Carlson up the middle. It's going to be a good pickup on first down. Give him 4 to set up 2nd and 6.
Well, again, they're way too predictable for my liking on first down. It's a handoff to Frost Carlson almost every time on first down. I want to see some more read options in there, maybe some play actions. Now, I like it. They're not turning over the ball, but I think the Cowboys are kind of caught on to what you're doing early on in drives or series.
2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. Slay under pressure, gets the ball away. Carlson is going to find a way to pick up the first down and more. Gets it down to the 28-yard line.
What a tremendous play here by Will Slay, as just a little table route there for Frost Carlson, but the pressure coming, Slay able to check that one down. Carlson does a good job of paying attention, making the catch, finding some yards after the catch, watching his blockers, and picking up the first down. Packers, they're giving the Cowboys everything they can handle in this one right now.
4-minute drive so far here as they set up 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Slay going to come out under center with Carlson set behind him. And it's going to be another handoff to Carlson up the middle. He goes off to the right side. He's going to stop quickly as Croft picks up a tackle.
Same thing, first down. Run to Carlson every time. Now, granted, you're picking him up on third downs, but the more you keep yourself in that situation, I don't think you're going to have success. They got to be a little bit more creative on the first play of the series.
With how much they're running Carlson right now, it looks like every time they break the huddle and he gets set, he's got his hands on his knees. He is gasping for air. They've got to either put in the backup or maybe look to something else right now, as he is still gasping on the field. They're going to come out in the shotgun look, though. Slay going to hand it off to Carlson again. He's going to run up the middle, breaks one tackle, gets it down after an 8-yard carry.
Well, you got to give it to Carlson, even though the Cowboys seem to know what's coming, especially on first down. And he's seemingly tired, as you say. Looks like he's huffing and puffing back there every play. He is still taking it and moving it down, picking up 6, 7, 8 yards combined on his first 2 carries of the series. And now they got Farrell Norman back there. We'll see what he can do.
3rd and 1 on the 19-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Norman up the middle. He is going to pick up the first down. And now the Packers 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Well, I said early on that I thought the running game was the key to success for the Packers. They are using it every play almost on this drive, and it is paying dividends for them. Now they got to punch it in the end zone and get that lead back.
7 minutes coming up here in the third quarter. The Packers controlling the clock, taking their time, getting down the field. Slay breaks the huddle, sets up at the 10-yard line with a balanced shotgun look. He's going to take a step back, looking downfield, looks across the middle. Norman drops the pass.
Norman heard footsteps, and the footsteps of Shoto Pence, and might have put his head up a little bit too early, not able to hold on to that one. So granted, on first down, they went to something a little bit different, but now I think you got to go back to the run game.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line. Packers on a drive here, looking for the touchdown to take a decent lead and potentially take the lead going into the fourth quarter. Slay under center, takes a step back, looks across the middle. Carter with the reception, and they're going to give it to him. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Carter, 3 catches the previous 5 weeks, 3 catches in this game, including a touchdown. He's been laying in the weeds, sleeping on everybody for a while, and he is coming out, making his presence felt here against the Cowboys. Big touchdown there. Great job by the Packers. They give up the touchdown on the kick return. It doesn't deter them. They march the ball back down the field. They get the touchdown and the lead back.
So after their first matchup where we saw tons of points throughout the game, it's still been a big defensive battle. The Packers looking to go up 7 here. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Packers now 21-14 over the Cowboys. Still a lot of time left on the clock, though. 6:45 remaining in the third.
Well, through the first part of it, they scored a lot last time. Well, that wasn't the playoffs. This is the playoffs. Everything's on the line. Everything gets ratcheted up a little bit more. Lots of time, like you said, right now the Packers are doing a good job. We'll see if the Cowboys can answer back, or will they give up another kick return to Freeman?
Freeman out to the 30-yard line, gets turned around, and he'll get dropped at the 31. The Packers really just kind of laid him down, didn't really even try to make a tackle. But they do get the stop on the kick return. Freeman doesn't go back-to-back. Siege comes out 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Going to come out 5 wide. Nobody set behind him. He's going to take the snap, looking downfield for the big play. Finds Freeman over the middle. He's going to pick up 15 and more, 20, as he gets it down to the 48.
Well, I was thinking to myself, I don't really like that there, because you've got that dominant run game, which you've been having success with, especially Siege, but they go to Freeman there, who's kind of been their spark plug in the second half. Works out well, but I suspect we're going to see that read option come back as this drive progresses.
It's surprising to see Siege right now, 90% passing. Great job at, when he's had to drop back to make the big throws here tonight. Siege going to come out in the shotgun look with Loon set to his right. It's going to be handoff to Loon up the middle. This time, he gets down after 9 yards.
Yeah, and I think this is what's going to happen most of this drive. The big thing is Cowboys come out and they throw on 1st down, so it plants the seed in the Packers' head, but the Packers going to say, again, if you want to beat us downfield, go for it. We'll take our chances with Bailey on Siege throwing. You got to shut down the run. You got to play everybody up front. At least force them in the 3rd downs where they got to throw. Haven't had a lot of success doing that so far in this game.
2nd and 1 from the 39-yard line, looking to respond to the Packers score a moment ago. Looned up the middle. He's going to pick up the 1st down, gets him down to the 33-yard line after a 6-yard carry.
Well, this is where the Cowboys get really tough, and why we've seen them down in the 3rd quarters of games before, and they wind up coming away with 2 and 3 score wins. It's because this run game, and you have such a unique person running the ball, and Vidar Looney's so big and powerful. You keep running that, eventually it wears down the defense, and they give up a big play. So far, the Packers done a decent job of containing him, especially down in the red zone. We'll see if it starts to eat at them the deeper this game goes.
Setting up at the 33-yard line here on 1st and 10. Siege going to come out with a 2-back shotgun look. He's going to take a step back, looking across the middle. Takes a shot. It finds Scooby Lewis, who finds his way in for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, right over the middle. Complete breakdown in coverage there by the Packers. And Scooby Lewis finds the seam. And Bailey on Siege able to find him and tie the game back up. So another excellent drive there by the Cowboys as they move it right back down and tie it up. And you got to feel like this situation, the pressure's got to be on the Packers, because they know if they play from behind, they're in trouble. So every time they give up a touchdown like this to the Cowboys, now the pressure is on to score again and get the lead, and you don't want it to be a field goal. So you got to think that this is actually a win for the Cowboys being in this situation.
Scooby Lewis making a big impact here tonight. Only had 1 touchdown coming into the game. Tonight he's got 2. So the Cowboys finding a way to utilize his abilities here tonight.
Yeah, he's, he was a big player at Texas when he was in college. Really has deferred to the run game for much of the season, but he's showing up big in his first playoff game, and a really big reason why the Cowboys are tied in this ballgame.
The kick is away, and now Smithers on the return. He is going to get it out past the 20, gets put down at the 32. So now out comes Will Slay again, looking to find a way to get another score on the board.
A run game. That's what you've used to success on the last drive. You used it at times the rest of the game. Go to the run game, especially read option with Slay running around.
He will run the read option. Slay keeping it up. He gets about 10 yards. They don't give him the 1st down, but still a great pickup there on 1st down.
Well, they finally did what I've been begging them to do, which is run the read option with Slay on 1st down. They do. They get 9.5 yards there. Now you can go to Frost Carlson here on 2nd and 3rd down and pick up the 1st.
2nd and inches coming out in the 5 wide look, trip set to Slay's right. takes a step back, looks over the middle, finds Greer for the first down.
Well, a read option keeper by Will Slay and then a pass over the middle to Trey Greer, definitely keeping the Cowboys on their toes. I think you can close out this drive, though, running the ball, wearing down this Cowboy defense. We'll see if they do it.
The 1st and 10 now at the 48-yard line. 3:25 remaining in the third. The Packers in control of the clock, doing what they've done all night long, really having those slow, methodical drives down the field. Slay going to come out in the shotgun. Look, he's got Carlson set to his right. Going to be a delayed handoff to Carlson up the middle. Somehow breaking tackles, picks up 8.
Well, I think that is predicated off of the read option on first down on the last drive, and then the pass on 2nd and 1. Give the Cowboys something to think about. They're not stacked up inside the box on first down. Carlson's able to turn out 7.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line. Slay looking for an answer to the Cowboys touchdown a moment ago. Going to come out in the one back set. Sends James in motion. Takes a step back, looking downfield. Finds a man, finds James. And this is going to be a big pickup here. It sets him up at the 15-yard line.
Jackson James, the tight end, on the corner route, beats his receiver, which I think he's going to do often if you put him in that 1-on-1 coverage. And he gets the first down there again. The Packers keeping him off balance. So now you go to Carlson and Slay down here running the ball inside the red zone. And the Cowboys got to be prepared for you to possibly throw the ball.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, just past 2 minutes in the third quarter. Slay trying to get the play call in to get the Packers a shot at a touchdown here. Comes out in the shotgun look. Carlson set to his left. Balanced look from the receivers. Takes a step back on the shotgun snap. Under pressure late. Doesn't get the ball off as Patterson's going to get in for the sack.
Well, great job there by the Cowboys defense as they create pressure. And the undrafted free agent Patterson able to get through. I think it was mostly came on the outside, and it looked like they might have had the backups in there giving them breather. And when those guys can get in there and create pressure and get a sack, you know things are going pretty well. Now you bring the starters back in, and the Packers in a 2nd 18, and now they're looking at it, they're like, man, we were working so well going down the field, and now we're looking at maybe a field goal at best.
Pressure on 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line. Slay runs the read option, hands off to Carlson. Is going to pick up about half of it, but now a big 3rd down for this Packer offense, who has found a way to score every time they've been in the red zone tonight.
Well, and they've also found a way to convert 3rd downs almost every time tonight. Got to look at Wayne Carter and Nick Bang. They've been the big receivers when they needed a first down.
One more play in the third quarter. Slay comes out in the shotgun look. Takes a look downfield. Feels a little bit of pressure late. Not going to be enough. Norman gets stopped 3 yards short.
Shoto Pence coming up there. I don't like it. An angle route out of the backfield. A little too conservative. I don't think that's going to get it done for you. Now they're going to pay the price, have to kick a field goal. I think that's a win for this Cowboys defense.
Well, and we head to the fourth quarter, 21-21. And does this sound familiar? We saw the same score heading into the fourth quarter earlier as the Packers knocked down the field goal to start the fourth quarter.
Well, this game could go that same way. The Bears kind of took off on the Dolphins, although the Dolphins paid the price by a lot of turnovers for Matthias St. John. I don't think Will Slay is going to be one of those guys, but this running game could start to pay dividends as they start pounding on this Packer defense. Packers got to suck it up. They got to put everything they got into this drive, keep them off the board, get that ball back, add some more points if they want to win this game.
24-21 the Packers over the Cowboys. Looking to kick this one away to start the fourth quarter. A great game we've had going on here tonight. It's going to be a return by Freeman, who had one earlier tonight. Gets out to the 20, and the Packers swarm in there and gang tackle him. He wants to get through that one.
Well, it's I guess it's better late than never after he gives up the big kick return touchdown, at least focusing multiple people on him. But you got a good situation here. You stopped him at the 23, so long field ahead of the Cowboys. Packers, they want to win this game. Got to crack down.
Siege on the first down play, takes a shot downfield, finds field and it's going to be a first down.
Well, I actually thought that was pretty good coverage by the Packers, but Fields on the comeback here. Such a difficult route to defend against. Run perfectly by Fields. Great throw there by Siege, and they get the first down.
And what a catch by Fields. Not only falling down to make the catch, but falling backwards. Had to adjust to make sure his feet were down in bounds. So 1st and 10 for Siege at the 38-yard line. Cowboys looking to respond to the Packers field goal. Siege going to come out under center with Loon set in the backfield. Going to take the step back. It looked like it might have been trouble to begin with, but he somehow gets away from it, feels the pressure late, gets rid of the ball, and it's picked off by Leclerc. And he's down the field. He'll get stopped at the 38-yard line.
Eric Leclerc, another former Auburn Tiger. We've seen Tony Bryant. Eric Leclerc out there getting the interception. He did that several times for the Auburn Tigers in college. Here he comes up with one. What a big defensive stand there by the Packers. Now it's imperative that they finish this off with a touchdown. And I think they might be on their way to the championship if they can do it. Big drive here for this Cowboys defense.
1st and 10 for Will Slay as he comes out in the one-back set. Hands off to Carlson, who breaks one tackle. Can't get away from the second. Finds a way to pick up 1 yard before Rivers drags him down.
Well, they've been doing that a lot, and the Cowboys have been stuffing them a lot on 1st down, but they've been able to convert on 2nd and 3rd down, so it might not be the worst thing. I get so frustrated seeing that. I'm like, everybody and their brother knows that you're going to run it on 1st down. Cowboys certainly know, and they shut them down on such a short gain.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line. Cowboys looking for a way to defend that 8-0 record, 5-0 in the division, playing against a division opponent, the Green Bay Packers, who went 5-3 on the season, lost last week to the Bears. What a showdown that would be in the championship. Will Slay looks downfield, finds Kellogg, picks up 9.
A little short underneath route. I like that they went away from Carlson there. They've been running it a lot on 1st and 2nd down. They go to Kellogg a little bit short here. Now, here's the situation. Everybody thinks they're going to give it to Carlson on a short 3rd down. Will they? And can the Cowboys defend it? Or do the Packers get cute here and try to do something different?
Well, if I were the Packers, I'd be calling a read option, giving Slay the chance to pull the ball and take off downfield. But right now, 3rd and 1 at the 48-yard line. Slay going to come out under center. Carlson set in the backfield. Takes a step back, hands it off to Carlson. Easy 1st down for Carlson as he picks up 3.
Well, I don't think that surprised anybody, but the Packers just did a better job off the line of pushing the Cowboys' defensive line, which we talked about not being one of the better lines in the league. They push them back, create a room for Carlson to get that 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to continue their success, looking to continue what they've done all night long, the long clock draining drives. 12 and a half minutes remaining on the clock right now in the 4th quarter with the 3-point lead. Slay going to come out in the shotgun look. Carlson set to his left. It's going to be a read option. This time he is going to keep it. Going to work his way upfield for the 9-yard carry.
There we go. 2 times now in this half. They've gone with that read option on 1st down, and it's paid dividends. They've got 18.5 yards when they've done it. So hopefully they keep using that if they're going to go on to win it. Now the Cowboys got to adapt a little bit. That's starting to beat them. This game's getting close. What do you do here to kind of curtail that as well?
Well, we'll see what the Cowboys do. This is the Packers coming out throwing here. Carter with the reception gives them a 1st down.
And this is what makes the Packers so difficult. We didn't necessarily see it all season long, but you have that power run game. You've got the read option run game. And then he's got these big receivers in Bag and Carter who can convert short 2nd downs, short 3rd downs like that. And they can go deep on you. Very, very good team, very well put together. And you're starting to see it all come to fruition right now in this playoff game.
1st and 10 now for Slay at the 34-yard line. Just about 11 minutes remaining in this game. Cowboys looking for a way to slow down this Packer offense. Slay going to send James in motion. Going to be another handoff, this time to Norman, who picks up about half of what they need. 2nd and 5.
And they bring in Norman. Maybe you get the defense thinking you're not going to run it there. You give it to him. He's averaging 7 yards a carry. Only got 3 carries, so we talked about how tired Frost Carlson's got from all the work they've given, especially on first and second down. Well, Norman comes in, provides a nice little spark, picks up 5. What are they going to do here?
2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line. Will Slay going to hand off to Carlson up the middle. This time he's got a lane, picks up a big first down, and gets him down to the 18-yard line.
Well, his stats aren't going to wow you. 73 yards on 19 carries, but it's taken a toll on this Dallas defense. And the longer this game goes, especially if they get a touchdown here, and regardless of what the Cowboys do when they get the ball back, they've worn down this defense. You keep giving it to Carlson, Slay, and Norman, trying to protect the lead in the last couple minutes of this game. This Cowboy defense is going to have to really suck it up if they want to prevent again. So the stats don't look pretty, but it's taking a toll on this defense to be sure.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Slay hands it off to Carlson up the middle, breaks a broken tackle, but couldn't get his feet back underneath him. Gets stopped after a short gain.
Well, a good job overall by the Cowboys in keeping him contained and not letting him break free. Again, I think the Packers could have used a little bit more of Will Slay to attack that, but right now they're leading. They got an opportunity to make this a 2-score game, so you can't really argue with the results.
Slay goes under center here for the 2nd and 7 play. Takes a step back, looking downfield, under pressure late. Gets dropped for the sack as Allen gets in there for the big play on defense.
Well, another undrafted free agent coming in and making a play on the front 7 or the front 4, really. And, you got to be a little concerned if you're the Packers that you're giving up sacks to undrafted players. And now you find yourself in a situation where it's only 3rd and 14. You get a field goal here, I don't think you're comfortable because it's just one drive for the Cowboys. You get a touchdown, I think you feel real comfortable. But now you put yourself in a really tough spot.
Packers here on 3rd and 14 at the 22-yard line. Slay comes out in the 5-wide look. Looking downfield, the pressure picked up late. Bag gonna get the reception, fumble late. Down as he was just about to pick up the first down. The Cowboys picking it up in a big play from this Cowboy defense.
What a play there. Jack Frost comes up, absolutely destroys Nick Bag, and it falls right into the arms of Thor Odinson. You haven't seen a lot from this defense. They played sound. They've kept Carlson locked down. You haven't seen the big plays. We see it there, and what a big play there. Now, for the Packers, I don't think it actually hurts them as much as you think it does. They've got a long field in front of them, and a touchdown is going to give them the lead either way. I think if you're the Packers, all you got to do is get a stop.
8 minutes to go. 91 yards for this Cowboy offense to find a way to score here. Fields on the first down play, gets the reception, picks up 8.
Yeah, it's a long field in front of them. Now, the one thing you got to think of, Vidar Lund and Bailey on Siege haven't ran the ball a lot in this game, especially not in this second half. You got to feel like they're fresh, and so they could definitely start chugging out yards here on this drive. Packers got to be careful that they don't let those two get going.
The Packers really have had the ball most of the second half, but the Cowboys now looking for a way. Can they find their way into the end zone late for a late game score? It's going to be a pass off to Conley. He's going to get a big first down here as he gets them down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great quick pass play. They beat the coverage, and Siege finds him immediately right after he breaks the contain there with Darius Bowman in coverage. Bowman, a great cover corner, but in the zone there, he releases him. Just an excellent throw by Siege. Really kind of hard to defend that. And a nice first down there. Again, I'm still looking to see Lund and Siege. We haven't seen them much at all. I mean, as it stands right now, this is by far going to be the least productive game of Vidar Lund's career.
And it doesn't look like they're going to hand it off to him again as they're going to come out in the 5-wide look. Siege looking downfield, trying to find a receiver. Finds Field off on the, really his last read, but it's enough to pick up the first down.
Well, so there's a situation where some lack of depth came back to bite them. You see the undrafted free agent, 38. His coverage responsibility there is the play to underneath route. The safety needs to take that corner route. He bails off of it, leaves Fields open there, who's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Packer defense that has played pretty well to this point, but really they've been focused on stopping the run. Siege having a great game passing out here tonight. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. 5:57 remaining in this game. Looking for a way to either tie it up or take the lead. Going to take a step back on the pass. Plenty of time in the backfield. Takes a shot. This one intercepted by Johnson. He's still moving down the field to the 40, 50, 40 before he gets dragged down at the 38-yard line.
Austin Johnson, the former Nebraska Cornhusker corner and current Nebraska AD, comes up with a big pick there. You got to think back to the end of the first half. That was almost the exact kind of thing. As they lulled Bailey Siege to sleep, he had so much time in the pocket, too much time to think. He winds up throwing it in the double coverage, and it's a pick. The Packers got an opportunity here to put this game away and go to the championship.
And it looked like the Cowboys might respond and get the points on the board, but the interception now puts the Packers in control. 5:40 remaining in this game. Carlson gets the handoff. He's going to pick up 3 as Pence records his 12th tackle of the night.
Shoto Pence having a huge game. 12 tackles, and big reason why Frost Carlson hasn't been able to put up big numbers, but doesn't matter if the Packers score on this drive, especially if it's a touchdown. Really got to be a touchdown, I think. They get a touchdown, though. I think it's curtains for this perfect season for the Cowboys.
Siege handing off to Carlson, not going to go anywhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. Jones Drew in there for the stop.
Well, and we saw it on the last drive. Jack Frost came up, forced the fumble. That's the one thing about the Cowboys, is they've got a lot of playmakers on this defense. Tyler Jones-Drew, Shoto Pence, Thor Odinson, Jack Frost. Oh, we haven't even called Ollie P. Peters' name much tonight. A lot of guys that come out there that can come out and make some plays to shut down this drive.
Slay taking a step back on the 3rd down play. Norman couldn't bring this one in. 4th and 7 from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they do it again. They tried to do it on the last drive. And it didn't work out for them. They try to do it again. I don't like these angle routes to the backup as often. Now they got to try a long 52-yard field goal. If you don't make it, you're giving great field position to the Cowboys. The Packers not playing like they want to win this right now.
And that one is a miss for Sanchez. Couldn't get the ball within the uprights. And that's a tough break for the Packers, as now they give the Cowboys the ball at the 42-yard line. Siege 2 interceptions this quarter, looking to make up for it. He's going to send Freeman out into the flat. Takes a step back, looking to set up the screen. Loon with the ball. Got a lane. He's got his blocker set up down to the 40, 36-yard line, making the 35 before he's dragged down.
I said uh-oh in my head when I saw that halfback screen set up. Vidar Loon has to be well rested with as little as he's been used in this game. The Packers have pretty much been dominating time of possession, and now on maybe the most crucial drive of the game for the Cowboys, he's going to be super well rested. He shows it there and gets a big pickup.
So 1st and 10 for Siege. 3 minutes, 50 seconds and counting, as they're going to bring it down to 3.5 as they break the huddle. 35-yard line for the Cowboys. Siege comes out of the shotgun look, balance look. Gonna set up another screen this time, and Loon once again is given a lane. He's gonna get shut down after a 9-yard reception.
Why not? You know, if it works, why not go to it again? And they get another nice gain out of it. Offensive line out there pancaking the Packers defenders. If they're not gonna stop it, you might as well go to it. And, you know, the fact that you've thrown a couple of interceptions, these are high percentage plays for you. So I don't really have a problem with it. It gives the Cowboys something to think about. Now you can run the ball. You only need a field goal to tie it. A touchdown may win it, especially depending upon how much time is left on the clock if you do get that touchdown.
Packers needing to find a way to slow down the Cowboys because, as you mentioned, they are struggling to get fast-moving drives down the field. 2nd and 1, 2:40 remaining on the clock from the 26-yard line. Siege going to hand off to Loon off the outside. He's got a lane. This might be a big one. Down to the 10. 5, touchdown Cowboys.
I said it on the first halfback screen. They got to Loon 3 times on this drive. Boom, touchdown. They kept him well rested. Maybe it was by design. We'll never know. Well, maybe we will. Maybe Clutch will tell us about it. Either way, they got the touchdown to take the lead. The one thing working against the Cowboys right here is they gave Will Slay a lot of time with his 3 timeouts to move the ball down the field. Although he does need a touchdown since they weren't able to get that field goal. And this field goal comes back to bite him here because now they need a touchdown to take the lead. A field goal won't tie it.
And remember, to end the half, Will Slay found a way to command 2 scoring drives in those last 2 minutes. Now the pressure on once again, as he'll have just over 2 minutes this time to try to command a scoring lead. And you don't want to do it too quick because then you give the Cowboys the ball back. Slay, though, has got to find a way to pull this team together. They fought all game long. The Packers now going to get the kick return. Look like Norman set back there for the return. And it's going to be Smithers on the return. Norman's going to be the blocker for him, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get shut down at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he doesn't even get it out to the 20, so excellent coverage job there by the Cowboys. Now can Will Slay do what he did as a quarterback at Clemson, lead the team down the field, get a playoff win, and get them into the championship?
1st and 10, 2.5 minutes remaining in this game at the 19-yard line. Slay comes out in the balanced shot.
Full with this defense out there. Guys that can lay big hits, they can cough the ball up. If you're Nick Bagg and Wayne Carter, who I think you're going to be targeting the entirety of this drive, you got to make sure you hold on to the ball.
2nd and 4. They do have a shot to get the ball snapped before the 2-minute warning, as they're going to let this one wind to the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes remaining in the game, the Cowboys up 28-24. The Packers trying to find a scoring drive here. They're going to have to go 75 more yards to get it done.
Yeah, this is for the game right here. If the Packers score, I think they win. If the Cowboys hold them, obviously they're going to win. I mean, everything's riding on it here. Is Will Slay better than this Cowboys defense?
Will Slay takes the shotgun snap, feels the pressure, gets the ball off Carter, gets the first down, and now we're going to see him. Do they hurry to the line? Yes, they are. 1st and 10, setting up in the shotgun look. Trip set to the right. Slay taking a look downfield, feels the pressure again, breaks one tackle, but can't break the second. Goes down for the sack. They're rushing back to the line. 2nd and 15, wasting a lot of time with those receivers. Run back to the line of scrimmage. Slay takes the snap, feels the pressure again, gets the ball off. This one caught by Greer as he goes out of bounds.
Well, the Cowboys bringing a ton of pressure there. They brought an all-out blitz, which left one-on-one coverage. Trey Greer somehow beats Jack Frost in coverage. Jack Frost, the Hall of Fame caliber safety, at least in college. Trey Greer, though, beats him on that. They get the first down. Great job there. Will Slay finding Greer for the first down.
1st and 10, 1:29 remaining in this game, setting up at the 48-yard line. Will Slay trying to find the play, trying to rally the troops, trying to get them downfield as they're going to take another look at the catch. A really late booth review.
Well, if I was the Cowboys, I would have hurried up a little bit, or the Packers rather, would have hurried up a little bit more. I was wondering if that was a little, no, he got his feet in, I think. I can't tell. The one foot might be up in the, ooh, that right foot might be up in the air. We've seen some weird calls today, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, the question is, when did he have possession of the ball, and where were his feet? And they're going to say it stands. So first down for Green Bay, as they'll go back to the huddle after that review.
That's a big, possibly game-changing play. It was a very close call. They didn't see enough to overturn it. Rule the catch on the field. And so now, near midfield, still with all 3 timeouts, Packers have a tremendous opportunity in front of them.
Slay in the shotgun look. He's going to send one of the running backs in motion out to the flat. You got to take a step back, looking downfield, finds Hughes, picks up the first down as the Packers now looking to score on the Cowboys side of the field. Hurry back to the line. In the shotgun look once again. Takes Slay under pressure, gets rid of the ball late, and this one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, he got lucky there. He throws that one. Not a great pass to the coverage, but you see Hughes out there. You got these undrafted free agents out there on the field. You want to get your starters out there. I think they should have called a timeout instead of running that play. They got away with one, I think.
2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. 1:14 remaining in this game here tonight as the Packers looking to fight their way into the championship. The Cowboys looking to preserve the lead and preserve their 8-0 record. Gonna send a man in motion to set up, trips to the right. Slay in that 5-wide look, nobody back there with him. Gonna take the snap, gets rid of the ball. James with the reception, doesn't pick up the first down. Third
Gotta
and 2.
call a timeout. All your walk-ons out there, Bag and Carter aren't on the field for you.
Slay takes the shotgun snap, looking downfield again, gets it out to Hurdle, who's gonna get the first down to the 22-yard line. Back to the line they go.
This is risky.
Not calling a timeout.
Risky.
Slay gonna take another look downfield. He's got time in the pocket, throws one, Croft gets the reception, and it's a touchdown for the Packers.
I don't want to copy Jack Buck, but I don't believe what I just saw. The walk-ons were out there for almost that entire drive. Will Slay a masterful job of finding the open ones, and then he finds Frost Carlson downfield for the touchdown. I said if the Packers scored, I think they were going to win. I think that's still going to hold true. I don't think they have to worry about Vidar Lund and Bailey on Siege running right now. They could play pass coverage, although there's still enough time there. I don't know. We'll see, but I feel like that might have won the game.
With 44 seconds, the Green Bay Packers now up 31-28 over the undefeated Cowboys. The Cowboys thought their ticket was punched to the championship coming into the playoffs. The Packers had other ideas going on. But remember, they have had one kick return here tonight. The kick is away. And it's going to be Croft on the return. Gets it out past the 20 to the 25 before he's dragged down at the 26.
Well, keep in mind that the Cowboys only need about 50 yards here for a 42-yard field goal, which is very, very makeable here for Gunther Poland. So the Packers got to be careful here not to give up any big plays. You want to keep them everything about 10 yards and in, make them have to move several plays if they want to get in field goal range.
Siege, 40 seconds on the clock. He's going to take a step back, takes a shot over the finds field. The clock continues to roll. They're not calling a timeout. They're going to get it down to the 30, it's going to be 30 seconds when they get back to the line. Clock continues to roll. Siege takes a step back, finds Fields again, over the middle, picks up the first down. This time the Cowboys will burn their first timeout.
I think the Cowboys liked what they saw there, so they went back at it again, but not using the timeout. Now they're across midfield. They only need about 15 yards now to set up a game-tying field goal.
23 seconds, and what a storyline it would be if the Cowboys can find a way to tie it up or take the lead here. A big drive here as this decides who goes to the championship to play against the Bears on Sunday night. As now the Cowboys and Siege trying to find the right play. This is going to be a big play here for them. They don't want to waste any more time than they have to. They come out in the shotgun look, a balanced look to the receivers. Siege going to take the snap, takes a look downfield under pressure. He finds Ramirez, and he's going to get tackled at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys earning their second timeout.
I thought that was good coverage early on. They had everybody bottled up, and then they let Ramirez go. And a great job for Siege to find him. Now not only are they looking at a field goal to tie it, they're looking at a touchdown to win it.
And how big is that field goal that the Cowboys didn't get a shot at before halftime right now? That is the difference. 17 seconds remaining on the clock as Siege at the 20-yard line with 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a good point about that field goal that the Packers kind of baited Siege into missing. This could be for the win, a field goal for the win. Instead, they need a touchdown to try to win or a field goal to tie.
Siege comes out in the shotgun look, trip set to his right. Gonna hand off to Loon as it looks like the Cowboys are content with settling for the field goal. They're gonna let the clock roll as down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They're gonna spike the ball, but is it gonna be enough? Down to 2. They're gonna waste time. They're snapping the ball and spiking it as time expires, and the Green Bay Packers are heading to the championship.
Wow. I don't believe what I just saw. Your Siege, the rookie in this league, that comes back to bite him, and that has got to be a devastating loss. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, your first loss of the season, it comes in the playoffs. Your star quarterback, who's been one of the best in the game, bad clock management at the end of both halves, and you wind up losing this game. I I really don't know what to say. But the Cowboys, a great season, made some mistakes down the end, and that cost them.
And with the timeout left in the pocket, lots of questions will be asked during the post-game press conference tonight. But with that, thank you to our executive producer and my broadcast partner tonight, Mike Peters, for the action. What a great game we had tonight. And on behalf of everybody who's helped with the broadcast crew tonight, I'm Stephen Parks. You've been watching the Pro League on PX1 Sports. We'll see you Sunday night for the championship.